It's 11:45. It's time for Let's Go Live. I'm Jamie Kindred with the Hondo Area Chamber of Commerce. And as you can tell today, we're not in trouble, I promise, but we are here at the Hondo Police Department. We're going to go in just a few minutes and visit with our friends here. But first, I want to tell you about a few things we've got going on. We are so incredibly busy down at the chamber office that sometimes, Roxanne, we just don't know if we're coming or going.
That's right.
First of all, tomorrow, the local Sprout. We had such a wonderful spring kickoff last Friday. Tomorrow we do it all over again. A lot of the same vendors are coming back tomorrow 9 to 2. Get yourself down to the local Sprout. It's going to be a ton of fun. It's supposed to be a beautiful day, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Also, we have a huge customer service workshop coming up next Tuesday, March 20, over at the Hondo Public Library. We have a fantastic speaker coming. There are 3 different sessions that you can sign up for. Call our office, get yourself signed up. Also, Business Without Boundaries is coming up. That starts on March 27th. It will go for 4 weeks, Roxanne? 5 weeks. That is also at the Hondo Public Library. The Small Business Administration is going to be giving some wonderful workshops. Get yourself over to our Facebook page or to our website and check those out. And of course, our tour of vacant buildings is coming up April 28th. We are super excited to bring this back again this year. If you have a vacant building, please let me know. I would love to come visit it. I've already had some people call and say, hey, which buildings do you have on the tour? I'm really looking for a place to start a new business. So if you have that vacant building, call me up and we'll get you hooked up for the tour of vacant buildings. If you like what I'm wearing today, get yourself over to Sorella's. AJ was so sweet to get me all hooked up in this really cute little, what is this called, Roxanne? A duster, and this shirt that I absolutely love, and these really cool earrings that are so cute, and they're really light actually, and of course these sweet bracelets. These are a ton of fun. So get yourself over to Sorella's, tell her I sent you over there, and she'll get you all taken care of. Let's go in and visit with our friends at the Hondo Police Department. And I'll try not to get in trouble, Roxanne, I promise. No? Well. Hey.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you? Officer Rivas, it's so nice to see you. Everyone say hello to Officer Rivas. Let's go in and visit a little bit. I see you have tons of people in here for us to talk to, and I hope that none of them pull out their handcuffs.
Or take.
So I'll let you introduce everyone.
Okay, I'm Officer Rivas, Public Relations here at the Police Department. We have on Animal Control, Kate, Sebastian, Investigator Tier, and Officer Rodriguez.
Hi. Y'all are all so serious and quiet. I already feel like I'm in trouble. These are some sweet babies right here, and I really want to take that one home. My husband, if you're watching, is the gray one. The gray one. Tell us how we can adopt these sweet babies.
Well, all you have to do is just go by the shelter and pick the puppy out that you want, and see how he works out with you. And if everything works out, we'll just fill out an adoption agreement. You'll come over here to the police department here and pay your adoption fees, which is $25 for your adoption. And if you live here within the city limits, it's an additional $5 for your registration. Depending on whether or not the dog's of age is under a year old or is spayed or neutered, then you'll be having to pay just a $3 registration.
Oh, nice. So what if you don't live in the city?
It doesn't.
Oh, okay.
$25 adoption fee.
And are they all caught up on their shots and all of that good stuff, or is that the owner's responsibility?
That's the owner's responsibility.
Okay, but will you know,
Yes.
like, what they need and all of that good stuff? Oh,
Do they get a voucher? with
Yes,
the
they get a
adoption?
voucher. Well, upon adoption, you'll get a voucher for your rabies vaccine. So
Oh,
you get that
nice.
free of cost.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. That's wonderful. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I really do love this gray one.
I do want to mention they do have a couple of events coming up.
Yeah.
They have Words to Wags over at the Hondo Library where they bring out a couple dogs and they'll have the children or the shy readers come out and read to the pets at that time. So
Oh, I love that.
that will be April 21st,
Yes.
10:30 a.m.?
Yes.
Okay. And which is a Saturday. The kids are out of school. They can come out and read to the pets out there. Then we also have during the 4th of July event, there will be an adoption during which the fee gets dropped down to $15. So you can come out, adopt one of the dogs here that needs a family, and $15.
And that's on July 4th during
July 4th.
our red, white, and boom ceremony. And you're going to have a pet fair on the
Fair
square.
on the square, they'll be out there. We'll also have our canine officer do a presentation at that time. So.
Awesome. Well, Officer Rivas, what else do we have going on?
Okay, the department has Coffee with Cops that we started at the beginning of the year.
Yes.
You'll see this flyer around. This is what it is. And
We have posted that on our social media sites, and I'm hearing great things about it.
okay, so our first one was in January. We had about 6 people show up. It started off a little slow. This last one we had about 12, so it doubled. We are expecting a slightly bigger crowd in March. So our next one is March 22nd. That'll be over at Dairy Queen. And the topic for that one is Neighborhood Watch. So we're pretty much going to be discussing safety tips, things to be on the lookout, calling us in, suspicious activity. We'll have some pamphlets to give out, which is really helpful tips that will be available. The following one will be April. That's identity theft, which Investigator Tier, he's our white collar crimes identity theft investigator, will be taking over, and he's going to be giving out some pamphlets which are really helpful. Anything you need to know about identity theft, what, the steps to take. There's actually a checklist in the back just to go through and see how safe you're actually being with your information. So that's something to look forward to. We also have our department mugs that we give out. First 3 people who show up will receive a mug. So.
Oh, well, that's nice.
And
it helps for drinking coffee.
After that, we will be out at Go Blue Day. That's April 13th, and so that'll be over at the square, and we'll be there as well.
Awesome. So you have a lot going on. There's a lot of community involvement, and we love to see that with our police officers in town, kind of out doing other things other than, pulling people over for speeding through town or whatever, but actually getting involved and getting to know their community. We love that.
Follow us on Facebook, and you can just kind of keep up with everything that we have on there, with everything that we have going on.
Yeah, I love that. So let's get to know Officers Rodriguez and Investigator Tier a little bit. We can hang out here. I'm so nervous.
I guess I'll take on the next spiel. As everybody knows, Chief Valenzuela took over as permanent chief,
Yes.
and we're within the first year of his role as permanent chief. There's been a lot of changes that have maybe some of the community have seen, maybe they haven't seen, but we are moving forward, and this year is very exciting for us. One of the things that people may have seen is a radar trailer that we've purchased.
I was going to ask you about that. Like when I get close to it, I see that I'm going, 745 miles an hour, so then I have to slow down a little bit, about 500.
So one of Chief Valenzuela's first initiatives was to purchase the radar trailer, and at the beginning we were working out the bugs and trying to figure out how everything works, but you should start seeing it out a little more. We'd have it here to show you, but we actually do have it out today. It is monitoring traffic on Avenue M.
I saw it this morning.
At Memorial Square. The good thing about the trailer is, people have made some comments that, maybe that's not the right amount of money to be dispersing there. However, it's a neat little tool. We were able to go in every month, every week, and pull out statistics off that trailer. It shows us how many cars have passed down that road, if they're in compliance, so whether they're slowing down, whether they are speeding, and it does take photographs of violators that will allow us to go back and investigate and talk to people who are violating.
Sure.
A lot of the main concern right now is everybody wants to know, Highway 90, why aren't they out? Call volume has increased, and we are working on getting officers out. We do have officers that have been hired that are in the training program, but that takes time to get them out on the streets.
Oh, definitely. And you want them to be properly trained before you send them out.
Correct. So just to kind of give you, yesterday we set the trailer out in front of Tire and Wheel Connection off of Highway 90 at the west end. We get a lot of complaints about speeders down at the west end, especially from some people that do live over in that area.
Sure.
And this is one of the statistic reports that we pulled out. As you can see in the green and the yellow, everybody was in compliance with what we set with the parameters on that trailer. The blue portion of the pie chart here shows that the vehicle actually slowed down once they saw the trailer. So as we can see, it is working.
Definitely.
Once you reach the target speed that we set it up as, we set the trailer out, we come in, we log in on a computer, everything's done wirelessly, and we set the speed for that area, what we want it to, all those tools to be set at a certain speed. It'll send a strobe, let you know you're speeding, you need to slow down. If you still don't slow down, it'll start flashing at you, and if you still don't slow down, it's going to take a photograph of you. So
So
Right.
they probably have 1 or 2 photos of me, is what I'm saying.
So,
I kid, I'm kidding.
and then earlier this week, we said this is from the 900 block across from the Gasco Shell Station. As we can see, we did get everybody is within compliance, and about half the people slowed down once they saw the sign.
Sure.
So we are getting good results with the trailer.
Yeah.
Not only is it good for just, city streets and stuff like that, we've got a lot of traffic from travelers traveling through Hondo, so, this is God's country.
That's right.
We have our signs, so we are monitoring the speed on the highway as well.
I love it.
And if we want to venture outside for just a minute.
I was going to say, don't you have something really new and cool to show us?
We sure do.
Go ahead.
As part of Chief Valenzuela's initiative, he wanted to make the department a little different. Something about to show that, I'm the new chief, we're moving forward with different.
Sure.
This unit right here is not outfitted yet. It's a brand new, recent delivery.
It's beautiful.
However, he redesigned the graphics so we can move forward. And this is what all the units are going to start looking like once everything gets into play. Everything does take time and it can go in steps, so it's not all at once.
Sure.
But you will start seeing all these out. We were lucky enough. We have received 6 of these within the last year. Our goal is to start out phasing the older model Crown Victorias, which do have a lot of high mileage. And
Would that be that vehicle right there?
Vehicles right here. These are our older models. We are keeping a few of the fleet that we did purchase the last year that they made them. We did purchase about 3 of them that year. So we're going to utilize and get the money's worth out of them as long as they're safe to be on the roadway.
Yeah.
There's lots of things coming in the future. We're excited this year. And that's, I think at this point, I'll hand it over to Officer Rodriguez to talk about our new station that's up and coming.
Yes, we're hearing lots of wonderful things about that. Thank you so much for showing us this new vehicle. It's beautiful. All right.
Hi, Jamie.
So tell us what's going on.
One of the biggest things is this department here was built in 1983 and was made for a 6-man department, which now we're up to 22 people, so you can see how crowded it could get.
Sure.
A little bit here and there. We're having a new facility of over 5,000 square feet. It's going to be by the junior college, and the good thing about it, it's going to have a little impound yard where we seize vehicles, and our patrol vehicles will be secured, as well as our personal vehicles. And you could add on to it if we outgrow that one. You can bring it in and add another section to the building and add on to it.
So it's located in a spot that 10 years down the road can
Yes.
be easily built
Yes.
onto. And having your vehicle secured inside like a locked...
Yes, in a lock facility, like a chain link fence, kind of like what the county has right now, where we have vehicles that can be secured, including our personal vehicles and patrol vehicles.
It's so groundbreaking. When are we looking at something like that?
The groundbreaking should be starting soon. We're hoping that the facility will be built by the end of October. That's going to be pretty quick.
Wow.
Yes, kind of like the Bill Miller here, came up like nothing.
No kidding.
So,
That's fantastic. So then obviously you'd move in right after that, and then what would happen with this facility?
this right here is going to become, from the last we heard of, the administration office for the city.
Okay, so those administrators that
Yes, the
work
city,
over
the
in
city mayor,
building.
the manager, secretary, they'll all be moving over here.
And
So maybe a
then
little
what
bit of
this-
remodeling and
Okay,
coming
that was
over.
my next question. Well, good. That's awesome. So take us in and let's look around.
Right in.
We get to go behind the curtain.
Right in here, we have 3 ladies that work up here. They do all our caseloads. When we turn our reports, they file them. They make sure everything's in order, and file it with the appropriate courts, whether it's county court or the district attorney's court. They also dispatch for us Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. And there's 3 ladies up here.
Hey!
Say hi, Jen. Then we'll come back in here. This is the chief's office. Once again, Chief apologizes he can't be in here right now. He's in meetings trying to get more stuff done for us and trying a better facility and everything.
That's good. So he's at a meeting today.
He's at a meeting today.
Well, tell him we missed him.
We will. This is the lieutenant's office, which we're in the process of trying to find a new lieutenant right now.
Oh.
And they're taking applications.
The city is hiring, ladies and gentlemen. If you have questions, be sure and ask. Right now. Ask right now.
And as we come to the back, we have the sergeant's office. There's 2 sergeants in this small, tiny office. As you can see, how we definitely need space. Right behind you is the armory, where we carry some of our extra weapons and ammunition. And back in here is the sergeant investigator's office right behind you, Sergeant Garza, and the 2 investigators' office right back here. And this is where we do our reports. And
so this is where the other officers
yes,
sit
where the
and
other
do their
officers are. We
reports.
have 4 computers, and it gets a little hectic. Sometimes we bring people in, have to interview them, fingerprint them, and you know, we have other officers trying to do some other important cases
Sure.
and put some evidence into it. When you have civilians in here, it's kind of hard to do all that. So, you know, thankfully, because of the chief and the city mayor, manager, and the community, of course, we get to have a new facility.
I think that's so fantastic, and I think it's long overdue.
Oh yes,
honestly.
definitely.
But what's weird to me is when you're standing outside this building, it looks so much bigger outside than when you come inside. And I don't know if it's just because there's a lot of work in here, but it just seems outside like it is so much bigger than it is inside.
The new thing with the new building too, we're gonna have our locker rooms. We could leave our uniforms here, change. It's gonna have showers, facilities.
So you don't have a
all
shower
that
in this
stuff.
facility?
There's one. So.
That's pretty tough when you have people that are, you know, you have someone here 24 hours
and
a day.
sometimes, you know,
obviously.
you get introduced to the elements and you want to come up
Oh,
and
yeah.
freshen up and
Sure.
put a new uniform on, and it's kind of hard.
Wonderful. So we're looking at the end of October,
End of
2018.
October.
You didn't say the
2018.
That's really
year.
awesome. That's
So.
fantastic. If you have questions for them, be sure and ask. You can ask now on our Facebook page. If someone does want to just visit with any of you guys about anything, how can they get in touch with you?
Just call the number 830-426-5353. It's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. After hours, it rolls over to the sheriff's office. There's always an officer on duty, a minimum of 2.
24 hours a day.
24 hours a day, every day of the year.
Weekend.
And as a public relations officer, I'm stationed here in the department, so if y'all have any questions, come in. I will probably be the one to greet y'all up front, and I'll be more than happy to help with any questions or just any concerns that y'all might have.
And the other thing is, if somebody wants to report any crimes happening or anything like that, or have any information that could lead to an arrest, they call Crime Stoppers. And
That's an 800 number,
It's a
correct?
1-800 number. I don't know it off.
1-800-4CUFF. FORCUFF.
And they'll give you a number, and you become anonymous. And if that person's arrested, then you get contacted and get some money.
Oh, well, that's nice. That's a nice incentive.
And Rube, Abby would like for you to mention the burger sale that the city is having.
So, yes. When is?
Back up front. So once we go out, we will
We'll
show
talk
y'all that
about
flyer
it.
as
Okay,
well.
awesome. We'll do it, Abby. We promise.
That is the city of Hondo working closely together with the Hondo Police Department. They are one and the same, and they all work together.
Oh, yes.
Which is super fantastic. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for coming.
Of course, of course. Don't forget tomorrow, the local sprout from 9 to 2. Also, Business Without Boundaries coming up at the end of March, running all the way through April. Our workshop next week, the 20th, out at the Hondo Public Library. Go ahead.
Okay, so the burger sale, April 6th, is $5, gets you a burger, chips, and a drink as well. So it'll be over at the square, coming out and support for a good cause. The money gets donated to various places,
Organizations, sure.
organizations, good causes with the city of Hondo. So here's an appreciation gift. We are going to let you take that. Our
You
custom
don't get
mug.
anything. What's over
I
there?
love it.
I'll just pick hers.
And you know how much I love coffee, so this is really exciting for me. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of our Let's Go Live series. We appreciate our community getting to know our police department. And we're going to take off. We're going to get out of here. Thank you again, Sorello's, for dressing me today. If you need any of these clothes, run over to Sorella. She will get you all hooked up. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow at the local sprout. Bye, guys.